A kid coming out of high school should not already be this good, but he is. If you don't want to believe me or take my word for it, that's cool. I want you to watch this throw. Take a look at this throw and how fast it is. Look at this zip. That's the thing that impresses me the most about him. This zip he puts on his balls. And oh yeah, by the way, do you see that window? There's one wide receiver and 4 defenders. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you want a jam-packed college football video, you have found yourself in the right place. We got not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. Yes, that's right, you heard me correctly. 4 topics to speak on in one video. What more could you ask for? One of those said topics including that Mel Kiper has projected Stetson DoorDash Bennett to go as high as the 3rd round in this up-and-coming NFL draft. Remember, this is the same guy that Georgia fans were crying about when he announced he's coming back to play again this year. And now after one great season, he's being projected to be a 3rd round NFL pick? I got a lot to say about that, but the main topic of this video is that Tennessee, the team that is on the rise in the SEC, they have officially landed the #1 quarterback in the country. They currently have this guy on the roster, and I spoke about this 2 weeks ago, but I want to go more into detail in it in this video. If you can't tell from the tone of my voice and my energy, I am beyond excited to get into this video because I think this quarterback, this kid, he's going to be really, really special. Y'all know how I am. Very rarely do I hype up a kid that hasn't even played a snap at the college football level. So when I do hype up a kid like this, you better believe he's talented. I hope you guys had a great day, and whenever you're watching this video, I hope it makes your day or night a little bit better. All right, Matt, blah, blah, blah. Shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get into it. First things first. Oh, wait, my bad. First things first. I need to read off this comment, or not a comment, a tweet somebody sent me on Twitter. Dividend Sphere, that is a mouthful. Dividend Sphere on Twitter said, that might be great. Do Auburn fans regret not going after Coach Prime? My money is on yes. How many 5-stars has he landed in 2 months? Another quarterback on the way, and when he says another quarterback on the way, I assume he or she, I think this is a he, is referring to Jaden Rashada. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I've said it since day one. If I was an Auburn fan, my #1 target would have been Deion Sanders. I think Hugh Freeze, that is a good hire. He is a little wishy-washy. He is a little skeptical, but hey, that's how Auburn football is. That's how the program is. But if you are asking me, if I'm an Auburn fan, I would regret not going after Coach Prime. We see all the talent he's landing and getting at Colorado, so just imagine what he'd be able to do in Auburn, Alabama. That's a good question, and it goes hand in hand with our first topic of tonight's video. And check out all the 4- and 5-star recruits that are going to be visiting Colorado this weekend. I'm just going to show you the screenshot of it. Yeah, it's overwhelming to say the least. I'm not going to go over all the names. I just thought I'd share this with you because, man, that is straight up unreal. I don't know another word to say. And you also got to think that Deion Sanders is going to land at least, what, 3 or 4 of these guys? What a job Coach Prime is doing there. However, if I am going to be the negative person in all of this, my only concern with Colorado is, yeah, you're getting all of these 4- and 5-star athletes, but what about the O-line and D-line? Whether you want to believe this or not, college football is won in the trenches. I'm not going to go too detailed into that. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Moving along here to the main topic, the main encore, the main reason you clicked onto this video, we got to talk about good old Tennessee. And oh yeah, by the way, I know I said it in the intro, and I apologize for this because I hyped it up and everything. We was going to talk about the Stetson DoorDash Bennett situation, but I'm saving that for a video. I'm posting it later tonight. So, yeah, if you're here for the Bennett thing, sorry. We'll talk about that later. But getting back on track here with Josh Heupel and the quarterback situation. Good old Rocky Top. They are not stopping. It's full head on as steam. No, that's not how that saying goes. I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say. Rocky Top is not slowing down. And I tell you this much, it kind of feels like, and this is how I view Tennessee, as long as they got Josh Heupel and a great quarterback, they're going to win 9, 10 games a year. It doesn't even matter if the defense is that great. Just give them a decent defense, a couple wide receivers, decent running back, great quarterback. They're winning 10 games a year. 7 months ago, count them, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 months ago, I stated and said when it's all said and done, Mr. Nico Iamaleava will be the #1 quarterback in the country. And I also said over a year ago, he's my current #1 over Arch Manning. Some people said I was crazy. Some people said I was overhyping him. And well, here we are. Currently, Nico Iamaleava has overtaken that #1 spot. I wish I could sit up here and say I'm shocked about it, but I'm not. I've had him as my #1 quarterback forever now. It doesn't matter who you want to throw in there. Arch Manning, Malachi Nelson, the kid going to USC, Eli Holston, the other kid any quarterback recruit in high school football in the class of 2023, I don't think they're better than Nico. And if you want me to be really honest, I don't even think it's close. I think Nico is far ahead of everybody else. That's just me, though. You're entitled to your own opinion. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I know what you're sitting there saying. Yo, Matt, why are you so high on Nico Iamaleava? Why are you so high on this Tennessee commit? Or my bad, he's not even a Tennessee commit. He's currently on campus and practicing. That's a great question, my friend, and I also have a great answer. It's fairly simple. I'm going to dumb this down in the simplest way as possible. They don't make too many guys that are 6'5" and can throw the ball like Aaron Rodgers. That's it. Yeah, I know it's kind of short and whatnot, but that's all you need to know about this kid. And me personally, I'm not even an Aaron Rodgers guy. I like Tom Brady more. I think Aaron Rodgers is a prick at times, but the dude's got an arm. Aaron Rodgers has one of the best arms I've ever seen. And Nico Iamaleava, for a kid coming out of high school, I'll say this, and I know this is some high praise, I've never seen a kid coming out of high school with this much arm talent. It is almost to the point, and I mean this when I say it, it doesn't make sense to me. It's stupid. A kid coming out of high school should not already be this good, but he is. If you don't want to believe me or take my word for it, that's cool. I want you to watch this throw. Take a look at this throw and how fast it is. Look at this zip. That's the thing that impresses me the most about him. This zip he puts on his balls. And oh yeah, by the way, do you see that window? There's one wide receiver and 4 defenders. And the thing about Nico is when he threw this ball, it looks like it's behind him, but that's not the case. He threw it there on purpose because he threw the wide receiver open in the spot. You see, most kids coming out of high school, they throw to a receiver, whereas Nico Iamaleava is already throwing to a spot. And you don't even see that at the college level. That's what you see NFL quarterbacks do. That's what you see guys like Bryce Young do at the college level, and there's not many guys like Bryce Young. I'm going to show you the highlights, and you're going to see it on your screen for yourself. This kid has some serious zip and velocity when he throws the ball. And maybe, just a maybe, the most impressive part about all of it, it looks effortless to him. It doesn't even look like he's trying out there, and it reminds me a lot of Bryce Young. He's just kind of out there like, oh yeah, you know, another game, another practice, it is what it is. He's really nonchalant about it, and that's one thing I always look for in basketball players and football players. If it looks too easy for me when I'm watching the film and studying it, that just goes to prove and it goes to show me and everybody else that the game comes easy to them as well. If guys like Bryce Young, Nico Iamaleava, and CJ Stroud are making throws look easy, that's how you know they're that good. I could spend 10 minutes just talking about how pretty of a ball that Nico throws, the touch and everything, but check out this comment that Adam left on the last video when we talked about Nico Iamaleava. In that video we posted about 7 or 8 days ago, I talked about the battle about Nico and Joe Milton. And Adam said, Matt, I believe the only reason Joe Milton plays ahead of Nico next season is due to his college experience. He's had 2 years in Heupel's system now and 5 years of the college weight room. Nico's the future, but it wouldn't surprise me if he ends up playing next season. I do agree with that 100%. Joe Milton, he more than likely, I'm 95% sure about this, will be the starter next season. For the obvious reasons, like Adam said, I don't have to say it, he said it. He's experienced and he's ready to go. But, and I have a big but, here's where things could get really, and I mean really interesting. Let's say Joe Milton's not playing all too great. He's playing, you know, he's playing okay, but he's not playing like a Hendon Hooker. Will Tennessee fans then be calling for Nico Iamaleava to get in there? That's where you could see some controversy happen, because I'd be willing to bet sometime next season Joe Milton will struggle. Does he have a rocket launcher for an arm? Yes, but I've seen this and noticed it when he's played in the past couple of games last year. When it comes to the short throws, the medium throws, not the most accurate. And as cool as it is and awesome as it is to throw the 60 and 70 yard bomb, you got to hit the 5-yard out route. When it's 3rd and 5 and you need 6 or 7 yards, you got to hit the slant. That's going to be something to keep your eyes on, because remember, Tennessee also is paying Nico, I think it's like, what is it, $3 or $4 million a year? Or maybe it's $2 million, I don't know, I can't really remember. And these NIL boosters, I can guarantee you this, they're not going to be happy if they're paying this kid to sit the bench when the current quarterback, Joe Milton, isn't playing that great. Now, that's all ifs, ands, and buts, but hey, you never know what's going to happen. If I'm a Tennessee fan, I am beyond excited and thrilled for the future, because this is a good problem to have. You already got a starting quarterback who is more than capable, but also, if he's not playing good, you got a good backup. It's a good problem to have, a really good one at that. Let me know your thoughts on everything we talked about down below, but